Boy, do I have an embarrassing story for you. So a couple days ago, I went to Target with my mom, and I told her, okay, Mom, while you shop, I'm just gonna go in the electronics section. But to get over there, I had to cross the baby aisle. So, I'm walking over, and there's this mom with her baby, and I guess she didn't hear me behind her. But let's just say she, let one slide. Like, I'm telling you, it literally rattled the entire store. And again, she didn't know I was behind her. So I quickly did a 360 and went right back where I came from. And I think she heard me because I just wanted to get out of there because it was so embarrassing. And I literally overheard her saying to her baby, she blamed it on her baby, and she said, "Oh, honey, you must have gas."
Do you ever just not trust yourself? For example, if I made something, like cook something, I would not eat it. I mean, I know what I put in, but I feel like I poisoned myself or something. Or at school, I know the answer, and I'm like 100% sure that that's the answer. But I will not say it out loud. I will always have to double check with my friend who sits next to me.
Okay, here's some random things that we all have done as kids. For example, balancing the light switch button. Whenever I had to turn on or off the lights, I always tried to balance the light switch button, and I still do it sometimes. For example, one more example, talking or singing in a fan to sound like a robot. So you know how in summer we would sit next to a fan, so we would always talk or sing in it, and we would sound like a robot. This is off topic, but it is just me, or whenever I see a typo, I look at my keyboard to see if those two keys are closed or not.
Okay, I know I'm not the only one seeing these ads for medication where they're like, oh, this can cure something, right? But side effects may include this, that, and another common side effect is death. I've asked a lot of people about this, and they've all said that they've seen these types of ads, and I'm just so confused. Do people actually take this type of medication? I am not trying to cure a disease just so I could possibly die. Honey, no. Someone tell me why online shopping is so addictive. For example, I would be on a clothing website, and I'll be there adding every single thing to my basket. It's as if I think I'm not broke. And I know that when I see the basket price, I would cry. Honestly, online shopping is dangerous. It hurts my mental health. Also, I realized that I have a love-hate relationship with summer. I hate the heat. It kills me. I literally feel dead. But I love going on vacation and wearing summer clothes. People who like this type of heat confuses me. I don't get teachers sometimes. When you and your friend are actually talking about school-related topics, is this assignment you're supposed to do? Or, how do you do this equation? The teacher will look at you and say, do you guys need something? Or give you that death stare teachers always give us. Then we get in trouble. Also, whenever you need help, the teachers are never actually useful. And you have to put on a smile and say you understand because you are too embarrassed to ask them what they actually mean. Why? Sometimes my parents are so weird. For example, my dad would request to follow me on Instagram or something, and I decline pretending I didn't see anything like a normal person. And not even 2 seconds later, he would walk in asking, oh, why did you not accept me on the Instagram? Or, why did you block me on the talk clock? Well, Mark, maybe, just maybe, it's because I don't exactly want my father seeing everything I do every single day and tagging me in family pictures with everyone being able to see them. How about, let's just stay with iMessages and WhatsApp, Mark. The most annoying thing ever is when you have something really important or exciting to do. So you go do it, but on the way you get distracted. And when you carry on walking into the room again, you're just standing there what was I supposed to do again? And literally, the more you think about it, try to remember, the more you forget, and then you're just mad at yourself for the rest of the night. This happened to my sister last night. So she comes into my room, right? And then it literally looks like she's possessed or something, because she just stared at my wall for 2 minutes and walked out without saying anything. What? Anyone have the weirdest, most vividest memory from elementary? Well, I do, and I hate myself for remembering. There was this one girl. Why is there always this one girl? But she thought having crop tops were cool. By the way, this was in 2nd grade. So yeah, she always showed off her crop top. And she would have a new set every time we changed. And she would shout to the class, guys, look at my new set, it's so cool. No delight. Oh wait, no, I can't say her name. Let's just call her Vanessa. No, Vanessa. Shut up, we do not want to see your crop top.
So when I was like 5 and my brother was like 8, he and I would fight like all the time. It would drive my mom insane. So this one time we were driving in the car and we were fighting, and then my mom like pulled over off the side of the road and then was like, if you guys start fighting one more time, I'm gonna drop you off the side of the road. I just completely ignored her and we started fighting again. As soon as we started fighting again, then she again pulled off on the side of the road and was like, get out of my car. And we were like, huh? And so we got out of the car. We were probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks away from my house. And then my mom drove away. And just as my mom like drove away, my grandma came driving through and she saw us. So my mom's plan was to drive around the corner like, just to scare us and to pick us back up. But my grandma saw us and she picked us up and she was like, what happened? We were like, our mom dropped us off the side of the road. We got in the car and then we left with my grandma. So my mom comes back around and she's like, oh my gosh, where are my kids? And I'm old, so this was before cell phones were like a common thing. And so she had no way of calling and finding out where we were. And so me and my brother were just chilling in my grandma's house while my mom was probably freaking out somewhere. And we were like, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it got us to stop fighting, that's for sure.
So when I was in year 7, really like Wednesday I think it was, we used to do an activity, and one of the activities was just dance, or there was like a puzzle or like reading. But no one ever wanted to do reading, so we always like voted for just dance. And me and my friends, we had to make like a bicycle or something, or was it like a horse? I don't even remember. So yeah, and I was always this guy, and I remember my friend was like sitting on top of me. Well, not sitting on top of you, you know what I mean. And then she fell, and I'm not like I broke my neck. I probably didn't, but it really hurt. And we always won because we were just the best, you know? The best.
I swear teachers have favorites. Here's another story time that happened to me in Spanish. Me and my friends were just minding our own business, doing the work assigned to us, and then my friend starts kicking her metal water bottle. And our Spanish teacher screams at us to stop the noise, and it's like heard across the room. The whole class goes silent. So the teacher looks me dead in the eyes, calls out my name, and says, are you the one kicking the water bottle? I was like, no, I don't even have a water bottle. Then she rolls her eyes and looks under the table. She sees my friend doing it and then smiles and says, oh, silly you. You were the one doing it. Her face completely changed from looking like she was gonna murder us to an innocent, sweet smile.
I hate it when you've just done finals or any other big exams, and your mom comes up to you and says stuff like, yeah, it's absolutely fine if you get a low mark, just as long as you work your hardest. But then, when you do actually get your results back and there are only like 2 B's, your mom is livid. She's furious. She comes up to you, roaring her lungs out, saying, see, you're always on that phone. That is why you're getting these bad marks. Like, huh? The other day, didn't you literally just say that it's okay, whatever mark I get? And here you are, acting as if I've got all F's and that I deleted your Facebook app. I'm not the type of person that gets scared easily. I love horror movies. I'll watch it all day, all night. I literally don't flinch at the jump scares. But do you know one thing that makes my soul jump out of my body? Dad sneezes. It's something about them. They make them so loud. It's so unnecessary. They literally go like, achoo! And you don't know when it's coming because it's so sudden. Like, are you trying to summon a demon or something? I guess this could just be me because I do inside quiet sneezes. But I swear, every single dad I know does this. This is definitely not aimed to anyone who friend requests me. You know when you're just playing Roblox on your phone or your iPad? You're playing Tower of Hell and you're doing really good. You're the highest in the tower, you haven't died yet, and everyone is dying behind you. So you're just like happy and chilling. Until you get a stupid damn friend request. I'm just raging thinking about it. But that damn friend request is just covering the jump button. And you thought you were gonna jump, but instead, you pressed decline. And then you fall. Or you die. I mean, why can't the friend requests come at the top, not in front of the jump button? I just don't want to die when I'm in first place.
Will never, and I mean never, forget the time that we had a male sub in high school and a girl asked to go to the restroom and he said sure. So she grabbed something and he heard a rapper and he was like, oh, if you're gonna eat candy, you can do it in here, but you have to share with everyone in the class. And she was like, what? And he was like, well, I heard the rapper. And she whips out a tampon, shoves it in his face, and she goes, you want to share? Oh, girl, savage.